Hello everybody, DarkPhoenix Gaming here, and welcome back to Let's Play The Witcher 2 Enhanced Edition. Last time we left off, I had just finished up in that little expedition with the mages, and helped to kill Suzaku's cousin, who decided to clone himself or some shit. And if you don't get the Suzaku's cousin joke, then that's a Yu Yu Hakusho reference, which happens to be one of my favorite animes of all time. So go watch that, damn it. You need to. Anyways, you'll notice we're in a slightly different location, and in between this and my last recording, I did a handful of things off camera. Wasn't anything too big. I basically went around and did some exploring, and I also finished the Mighty Numa quest, which I didn't end up showing because it was literally just me arm wrestling a drug addict. And you've seen enough arm wrestling and enough Geralt threatening people by this point that missing one more time isn't that big a deal. But I just basically forgot I wasn't recording until I ended up doing that. Anyways, I also found the sewers, where we're supposed to go to try and find Philippa to advance the main quest. Because she has Saskia under some kind of mind control, basically. Or she's involved in it at the very least. And we need answers before Lochmuin, or bad shit is gonna go down, yo. So let's head into the sewers. And into the sewers we go. And I see a door here. Quest updated. But now I'm paranoid, so I will save the game. Also, in my experience, sewers tend to be monster central, so I'm getting out my silver sword. And yeah, I hear a monster, so we will shield our ass. Now you sons of bitches, the lot of you can just die, okay? Now, that's them taken care of. To be honest, I don't really care for whatever loot we end up getting. But that's enough with the combat music. We're not in combat anymore, game. Figure it out. But I will save again. I don't want to have to redo a bunch of stuff if I can help it. I'll pick some Wolfsbane, just in case we run across Remus Lupin and we want to make him a potion to help him keep his mind. Hashtag shameless Harry Potter references. Shield our ass. And open this door and murder his face. And get back while the explodium is utilized. Now up to here. Some finding needs to be done. You're no real challenge. Come on, bitch. Just die. Let's drop down. Then we can fight and kill that thing. Okay, shield. God damn it. Shield yourself. shield. They're very useful for not winding up dead, Geralt, so use yours liberally. That's what I say. Liberal use of the shield will keep you from dropping dead. And that is why you should be using it liberally. As I will be doing. So now, shield and that butt of a stitch knocked our shield down in one hit, but the fact that he had to take a hit to knock it down gave us a little bit of time. And that time was a very useful resource indeed. So now I save the game. That way is locked? I have no idea what that's for. That is also locked. So this makes things easier. The only way we can go is the way to where Philippa is being kept. Or where the quest marker is, at any rate.
Your Majesty.
Nilfgaardians, eh? And Redanians.
So suddenly I had no chance to give you the send-off you so richly deserved.
I already don't like this guy.
I fail to understand why I have been arrested. I've done nothing but serve Redania's interests, supporting the rebellion, undermining Henselt, risking my own reputation on your behalf.
I'm no longer the little boy who believed your every word.
Why do you do this, Radovid? I was there at your most trying hours. Without me,
he does it because he's a traitorous, backstabbing son of a bitch, probably.
Well. You conspired against my father Vizimir and against me. The entire Redanian court once trembled in fear of Philippa Eilhart.
Untrue, sire. You must let me explain. What are your charges, your Majesty?
Ambassador.
Triss Marigold was kind enough to compile a list of persons making up the secret society known as the Lodge of Sorceresses. Some Nilfgaardian sorceresses were members as well, but you need not be bothered with them, my lady.
Triss, you're mad!
The Lodge ordered Demaven killed. It ordered Foltest killed. I suspect you played a part in my father's death. And if I released you from the Dimeritium, you kill me too. You're finished, Eilhart. There will be a trial, due process, everything as it should be. But know that you shall not wriggle out of this. You shall be convicted of conspiracy, treason, and regicide. They'll rip your flesh from you in bits before they burn you at the stake. Throughout my childhood, I felt your cold stare on the back of my neck. When I issued orders, my subjects would search with their eyes for Philippa Eilhart's gesture of consent. The entire court at Tretogor looked on as you humiliated me. All Redania laughed behind my back.
So it's a personal grudge then, is it?
Force them to lower their gaze, do you remember? A king must never
It's just a fucking personal grudge. This guy's a bastard.
I've mastered that skill. Yet there is one I could never force to submit. You. You've one chance to shorten your suffering. Admit to everything, here and now in the ambassador's presence. Look me in the eye and repent. Submit. As you wish. Torturer, put out those vile eyes.
You're making a grave error, sire.
Oh, God. Oh, God. No. Damn it.
We will talk again, witch.
I mean,
The Philippa Eilhart problem has
I
been
didn't
resolved.
like her one bit, but gouging out her eyes, that's a bit much. But I will tell you this much. I thought the King of Redania was a total bastard when I met him in Witcher 1 and Foltest was getting his help against the Order of the Flaming Rose. I thought he was a bastard then, but that's practically kind and civil in comparison to this, quite honestly. But let's go say hi.
Intruder, get him!
The Emperor can go fuck himself. Quite honestly. And let's special attack a few of these guys to death. Okay, open that door and kill him. And hello, Mr. Ambassador, who tried to have my fucking head chopped off. Or was it have me hung?
Look what they
Either
did
way.
to me. Radovid. To think I taught him magic tricks when he was just a boy. Free me,
Damn.
Geralt. I have to get out of here. Do you hear me? Help me.
You'll answer a few questions first.
Damn. Like I said, I didn't like her, but I can't help but feel sorry for Philippa now, quite honestly. But now let's just go through everything.
How does the spell work?
Saskia's will and mine are one. She cannot resist me. But fear not. There's no suffering involved. She merely believes me to be the most wonderful person in the world. As if she were in love. You know what's most beautiful? In spite of all this, she seems unchanged. She's retained her charm, her valor, her honor.
I didn't track you alone. Yorvith can't wait to see you again.
My death would change little.
Yeah, she's
Yorvith
kind
and all
of...
like him have no right
she's
to judge
kind of got
others.
a point about the first one.
Was Schiller telling the truth about the Lodge, the assassinations?
He said exactly what Radovid wanted to hear. Half-truths, musings stripped of context, which differ very little from lies.
Did Triss take part in all this?
She's clean in those terms. Innocent as a child, but only to a point. I assure you, she has not been honest with you about many other matters.
Not
Why
been
did all this
honest
happen?
about many
Murdering
other
monarchs.
matters.
What
I
interest
wonder
did it
what she
serve?
could be
Can't
referring
fathom.
to.
Help me get out of here and I'll explain all and lift the spell from Saskia. Take these shackles off me and lead me to my house. I beg you. I'll tell you everything. Everything.
Where's Saskia?
When I was arrested, she was with Sheila. They must be on their way to the deliberations by now.
Great. No, I gotta be honest, I don't like the way that's worded. And frankly, the way I'm playing Geralt, I think he would be willing to agree on the spot to help her, because as much as we want to help save Triss, we've gotten involved with helping Vergen up to this point, so we may as well take it the whole way. And to do that, we need to help Saskia to make sure they're in a good spot when we leave. So I really wouldn't say this unless... But unfortunately, it doesn't appear I have an option.
Clock's ticking. Time is of the essence.
Why do you do this? Would you take vengeance on a blind woman?
Shillard said they've got Triss. I have to free her before they put out her eyes, too.
Going to the Nilfgaardian camp is suicide.
And leaving a friend is villainy.
Only I know how to break the spell that holds Saskia. Get me out of here. If I die, she'll remain forever spellbound.
Okay, and like I said, while Geralt would like to save Triss, we have to consider that leaving Saskia spellbound like that is not going to do us any favors in the long run. And we essentially did give Yorveth our word that we would help Saskia. So we like to try and keep our promises. I think we need to go.
All right, but if you're lying to me...
Yes.
Unbind me and lead the way. We must return through the sewers.
The shackles
right.
stay on, and you'll go first.
Shillard will raise the alarm.
No, he won't. We'll be long gone by the time he comes to.
Kill him.
I'm not into murdering unconscious old men. Lead on.
I wouldn't be all that opposed to the idea of killing him, personally, I have to admit.
No tricks, Phil.
I want to get out of here, and I want to live.
I believe that. Can you walk? Sure you won't faint on me?
I'll manage. Will you remove my shackles?
The manacles stay on.
Yeah, we're not into trusting her right now, quite honestly. But what is up here?
That gun came.
Oh, hey Yorveth, you have nice timing. I'll give you that.
Who did this to her?
It
The
was rather
King of Redania.
care she provided him when he was a child.
I saw him with his army on his way to the talks, whistling a tune.
Get me out of here!
Shut up, witch! You're alive only because you're still needed.
Philip has promised to help us in exchange for her freedom.
And you believe her?
Know a better way to free Saskia? What state is Saskia in now?
I've ordered her to carry out Sheila's bidding until I return.
Great. And Sheila will be at the talks?
Yes, she's probably there already, making certain the Lodge's plans do not fall through.
I have a very bad feeling about this.
What's Sheila supposed to safeguard?
The restitution of the Council and Conclave, and the creation of a strong, independent state with Saskia as its leader.
With what aim?
As a bulwark, a defense against Nilfgaard. After years of chaos and destruction, the time has come to build. We wish to rule, yes. Where is the fault in that? Everyone wants to rule. And I know how to do that. Better than any other monarch in this city.
You're also kind of an arrogant
Can't help doing the
bitch,
common
I have
folks'
to
trust.
admit.
Humans will never accept a sorceress queen.
Non-humans won't either, given what that old hag Finderbear has achieved.
They all believe in Saskia. They all trust her. The girl is a born leader, yet she has no political instincts. She's charismatic but not cunning. Courageous but not fierce. She is just but lacks the required cruelty.
She is your very opposite.
Perhaps together we would be unstoppable.
And we already know she didn't order Foltest killed. We've figured out by this point that was just Letho alone. And getting all pissy about how we got used is not going to accomplish anything. So just tell us how to free Saskia.
How do we free Saskia?
I have charmed a dagger with a counterspell. You must thrust it into the she-dragon's heart.
You mean your heart, witch?
You're kidding.
mock us?
Stab
There is
her?
no other way.
You're
She
insane.
must be struck with surgical precision, otherwise the counterspell won't work. All the blade's runes must touch blood, and its point must pierce a chamber of her heart.
We'll need to hold her down somehow.
Hold down a dragon? This is ridiculous. She's lying, Geralt. I don't trust her. Why would she even need this dagger? In a minute, we'll hear that she planned to free Saskia herself.
Any time you cast a spell or a curse, you must have a counterspell at the ready. It's a basic rule of magic. I prepared the dagger just before I cast the spell, in case anything went awry.
A basic rule, but I don't know many mages who follow it. Where's the dagger?
My quarters. In Geoffrey Monk's former home, inside a well-secured chest.
I know the house.
Okay, let's get going.
Yovith, know any way to get to Philippa's quarters unnoticed?
Through this sewer. We may encounter monsters, but we'll gain a lot of time.
Keep an eye on her. I'll go ahead.
Quite honestly, I'm not all that inclined to let her live after this is over. And if Yorveth decides that Philippa should die,
Knowing you, it's probably a damsel in
then
distress.
I wouldn't be too opposed to that, quite honestly. Hey. God damn it. Okay, shields up. Okay, that's my first death in a decent amount of time. And it was one I kind of deserved to have happen, because I got a little cocky there. I got a little cocky.
There's something in this.
Now,
Avoided this place.
Knowing you, it's probably a damsel in distress. It's all right. I'm afraid of the glory.
let's do a little of this. God damn it. Oh, shieldy McShield, please? Back off. Come on. Now, hey, I'm shielding myself, goddammit. And I got reckless again. This is not great. Not at all.
There's something in there. I avoided this.
Let's see if there aren't any potions I can use. And I have some talents. I'm level 30 now, after all. I have a lot of swallow potions. So I'll take a swallow and a rook. Increased damage and some healing. That should give me a little bit on edge this fight. And now I can level up with my 3 talent points. Let's see. I've got a little bit in everything but this. I'll take 1 level in guard to be able to block better. I've never used Axie, so I'm not gonna bother with that. Let's see. Come on. Let's see here. More vigor, I think, is what I go for. And now, let's find one. More vitality and damage reduction is an option. Let's see here. There's adrenaline through sword blows goes up. Plus 2 resistances, plus 2 effects. Damage and damage reduction. Or vitality and damage reduction. I'll go for vitality and damage reduction. I'm much more interested in not dying as much. And I'll be leveling up again fairly soon. We're pretty close to that point, it looks like. And now, I'm just going to let myself heal up a little bit. And get that health that I just acquired from that perk point. Okay, save the game, and get our silver sword out. Shieldy McShield. Little bit of that. Hey, bastards. Cut that shit out. Why do you insist on jumping me just as my goddamn shield goes up? That's bullshit. And very annoying. Alright, fine. Let's try this again. God damn it. How about you people quit that? Hey, I don't think you're allowed to corner me like that. I think it's illegal, and you should stop doing it. I also think you're bastards. So there. Also, your mom is a whore. And I think it's right bumper that lets me throw bombs. I'll do a little bit of that as well, I guess. Okay. Didn't do much, but... Hey, stop it! Do you mind? I'm trying to win this fight. Wait, I suppose you would mind me trying to defeat you now, wouldn't you? Okay, get the fuck back and shield. God, that was a rough fight. You don't have one. Exactly, Geralt, exactly.
Saskia perishes from the blow. You'll be late. And be assured, it will not be a quick death.
You really.
Okay.
This place looks just like the last.
Same stench, too. Wait here.
Let's heal a little bit first. And save the game. That was a bit of a rough fight, yes. And yeah, that was basically a guaranteed defeat. I just sort of went in to see what would happen, to be perfectly honest. So, let's give it another go. And do it properly this time. And I actually have enough health. Put my sword away for now. And heal up with my potion. Sorry, people.